United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
Okay, today is Tuesday, September 10th, 2024. I call this village board meeting order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bush?
Here.
Trustee Frankie?
Here.
Trustee Jerish?
Here.
Trustee Miller?
Here.
Trustee Prochnow?
Here.
Trustee Schmidt?
Here. Okay, we have everyone here for the board meeting tonight. Next, there's no invocation. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. Everyone please rise. Flags to my right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Tonight, you won't hear probably as long as reports from members of the board as normally. We got two calls last week, one from the Democratic National Committee, one from the Republican National Committee. They offered us some financial assistance if we would not run past 8 o'clock. They realize our show is the most watched show in America, and they realize they may get a viewership of about 50 people for the debate if we spill into it. So being of national conscience, we all agreed that we'll make sure we're done in plenty of time. It's going to make them very happy. Both Kamala and Donald did call me and thank me for hurrying up, and I said, no problem, glad to help. So we're going to get started here. Like I said, we had no invocation tonight. We need to move on now, approve the minutes of August 13th. I'm not joking either. August 13th, 2024.
I move that we approve the minutes of August 13th as presented and dispense with the reading.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Proctor, second by trustee Bush. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, record show unanimous approval. Remember, we are the #1 town. You see that on TV, the commercial, so that's why they did it.
I hear you playing it.
Okay, Mayor and Board of Trustees report. We'll give a quick one here. First off, we have parade update. Remember, coming up, actually before our next board meeting, we will be having our parade on September 21st, part of Frankie Fest, or as some people call Oktoberfest, which is the 21st. I know Jeff will talk about it in a minute.
that. On August 28th, we had a ribbon cutting at Alexian Brothers Hospital. The new expansion wing that they did for neurology department opened up. We're glad to have the opportunity. I think they said they put $175 million into that project. $175 million invested in our hospital in Elk Grove, Alexian Brothers Hospital, Ascension, but Alexian Brothers Hospital. So we're glad to see Alexian Brothers expanding what they can do right here in Elk Grove. Grecian Delight celebrated their 50th anniversary that same day. We went there and gave them a proclamation thanking them for being part of Elk Grove for so long and also providing a lot of jobs for this community. School police discussion. Just give a brief, quick update where we're at on that. As you know, we talked to District 59 about Student Resource Officer and the DARE program. Where we stand right now is we presented to the District 59. We did expand our police department numbers by 2 officers, did that last board meeting. We've got 3 officers going through the SRO training. So soon we'll have 3 officers eligible to be SRO officers. Remember, we offered to set up, we have one now at Grove Junior High School. It's doing a phenomenal job. We have one at Elk Grove High School. We have one at Meade Junior High that also meets with the 2 grade schools on the west side, Stevenson and Link. The officer does go over there and make some contact with them. We have now, we're proposing a SRO officer for the 5 grade schools on this side of town. One officer would spend approximately a day a week at each one of the grade schools. We think the earlier these officers can start working with young people, mentoring them, getting to know them, the better it is over long term for them. But that officer will also be available when the officer cannot be at Grove Junior High. Their elementary school officer will fill in for that officer there. If there's for some reason they need a second officer a day at Grove, that officer is available to do that also. So doing that. We also made an agreement. We told 59, right now they pay 75% of the officer salary. We pay 25. If they do the grade school, it'll be a 50-50 split for both, the one that's at Grove and the one in the elementary school. We offer to do that too. We also offered to let 59 interview and give us input on the candidates to be SRO. The ultimate decision is by the police department because they're sworn officers that after time they'll go back to regular officer duties, but we will let them give us input on which one they feel would be best to work in that position. So we work together on that. Also on the DARE program, we've asked them to expand a little bit. That program we pay 100% the cost of. Matter of fact, we're getting a $15,000 grant for one of our businesses for DARE to help with all that. So we're all looking at it with cyberbullying and other things going on today, the texting and all the things besides drugs and alcohol. A lot more DARE officers need to work with young people on. And we want to make sure we continue to take a lead on that. So that's moving forward. Hopefully we're hearing more resolution from 59 in the near future. Also, we did get a $105,000 grant from the state of Illinois for police cameras. We already have police cameras. This one will help us pay us back for the investment we made on them. We got the best cameras, we got the best equipment, and we appreciate state stepping up and give us some money. Next thing I'd like to talk about real quickly here is our Elk Grove Cares program. We've talked about that before. It is, as the Department of Justice said, revolutionary, and the results have been done phenomenal that we've done with that. So we got another $145,000 grant from the state of Illinois for that program. They're carrying next year. But interesting figures we've been looking at on what happened. We started this program in 2018. So in 2018, 19, 2020, and 21, we averaged about 20, we call them connections, but 20 people we helped, assisted each of those years on average. Starting in 2022, 2023, and 2024, that average shot up to almost 80 a year, almost 4-fold increase. And we got the numbers for opioids, heroin, cocaine, all that. And if you look at the timing of it, it's not tied to COVID because COVID pretty much stopped in 2020. It started and after COVID was over in 22. About the time we started to see more fentanyl and other drugs coming into this country. The openness of people bringing these in. And we see firsthand the impact that that's having. And so we keep working hard with Elk Grove Cares. It's doing a phenomenal job, but we need assistance. We got to start getting better control of what's coming into this country, because we see firsthand, little Elk Grove seeing this kind of result, the whole country seeing it on a larger scale. So we need to hopefully get those stuff resolved, because, I talked to Congressman Raja. He gave us a $500,000 grant. We've gone through, half of it now? We've already gone through half. We thought it would last us 4 to 5 years. In the first year and a half, we've gone through half of it. And I already talked to Congressman getting us even more. So we need assistance on that and help that. I know a lot of people saw there is a overdose death right behind our Jewel not long ago. Again, real quickly, don't believe everything you read on Facebook. Believe very little on Facebook. That thing had it all over the place. It was a drug overdose death. I personally knew the person that died, known the person for many years, Elk Grove resident, and family here in Elk Grove and all that. So, again, but it's out there. We tried to help her in the past. So we need to get control of things. We need to work on it, but we're putting a strong effort. Elk Grove Cares is making a difference. We're going to keep working it, keep pushing it to make a difference, and we thank the state for giving us more grant money to help make it better. Next, we want to thank all of our residents for the thank you. As you know, last board meeting we announced about the gift cards that went out. We sent out over 14,000 cards. A year ago, we did it last time, about a year and a half ago, where I think about 20 became unaccounted for, stolen, whatever. This time we're at 3, only 3. And it's been 4 weeks now. That's amazing. First off, it shows the honesty of Elk Grove people here, and that. But we appreciate it. We've gotten hundreds of thank yous, letters, emails, phone calls, talking to people. Remember, folks, this is your money going back to you. I know government doesn't normally do that. We believe in that. As we do well, the residents do well. And we think it should go back and forth. So we're glad that this is the 4th time we could help out. Almost $12 million in 4 years directly back to you. We're glad we were able to do that. And great to hear only, 3 issues. That's not bad. That's pretty remarkable. Next, I'd like to go quickly through, as you know, we talked about the parade coming up. We got some special sponsors we want to thank. We thank all of our sponsors, but these ones thank especially ABC Elite, Advertising Products Inc., Brittany's Bistro, Builder's Asphalt, Castle Chevrolet North, Centric Hospitality, the Holiday Inn, Diamond Truck and Trailer, Eclipse Precision Machinery, EGM Automotive, Elk Grove Firefighter Association, Fisher Commercial Construction, George Gullo Development, GMP Realtors, Jerish Bakery, J&K Cabinetry, Lawrence Foods, Mammon Corporation, Material Science Corporation, Our Lady Blessed Sacrament, QR Church, our Rebaccini Studios, Sankosha USA, Sunoco Products Corporation, Truck Tire Express, Viva Zapata Mexican Food, Tacos Bayon Bombero, and Waste Connection Groot. So we thank all those special sponsors. It's going to be one heck of a parade, especially with our Grand Marshal, Miss Chris Prochnow. We're excited about it.
I am
Last but not least, I think I did pretty quickly here.
You're not done yet.
The commercials have been going very well received, the TV commercials.
There we go.
We did get a letter from Brad Pitt and one from Tom Cruise, very depressed, upset they didn't get the position, but they said after seeing the commercial, they understood why Elk Grove picked the spokesman they did. They agreed with it wholeheartedly. So at least they're gentlemen about that. So with that, we've got some presentations to make tonight. First, I'd like to ask Ross. Is Ross Rowe?
Is he hiding in the back row?
He's coming. There he comes.
So quiet.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Make sure it's on. Okay. As you know, we have Channel 6. And Channel 6 is a phenomenal local community network. The only survey we ever saw, gotta be about 15 years ago now, they did a survey of local cable channels, the most watched. And Elk Grove was #1 in the country at that time. 93% of our cable subscribers watch Channel 6 at least once a week. The second place town was 63%, and that was Bend, Oregon. So we know it's well watched, hence why the Republicans and Democrats contacted us to get off the air in time. But the reason it's so well viewed and appreciated is the great people we have working in Channel 6. We have Debbie and Scott, and more importantly, they're all equally important, but we have Ross. Ross runs Channel 6 now, what, 22 years?
22 years next month.
22 years next month, and we have won numerous awards for excellent in broadcasting, especially on the local level. One show should have won, George. Well, we may have to put it up again, but Airport Wars, very well done. Again, Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt didn't get the spot. But this time, Ross just got a national award. He's out in South Carolina.
Yes,
Charleston.
Charleston.
To get the award. It is the Brian Wilson Memorial Award for Programming Excellence. This award is presented to the director, the leader, and supervisor of the local cable channel for providing the best in local government-provided programming. And Ross got it. It says here, presented to Ross Rowe for displaying leadership and values Brian practiced during his years of dedicated service, the National Association of Telecommunication Officers and Advisors. So Ross was presented this award. It's a reflection not only on Ross, but the whole community. And Ross, we thank you, because I cannot tell you how many times, especially seniors and people that are kind of homebound, how much they watch and rely on our local TV for not only just in programming, but news, updates, what's going on in Elk Grove. You got the show Scott puts on, he talks about events and stuff. That means a lot to local people. And so we want to thank you on behalf of the community for a job well done. You truly reflect Elk Grove's expertise and always want to be the first and best, right, Jeff?
Always.
Always.
Oh.
And we thank you for that.
Thank you very much. This thing is big. It was a good conference because I also won a TV in a raffle at the conference. So, but seriously, I would like to. There's too many people to thank for this. I have to thank the board, all of you, and the staff for your support during this time that we've been able to put on quality, community responsive programming. That's the way I like to describe it. And I also have to thank my staff, Debbie Dennison and Scott Mayernick, who are in the back directing this show as I speak, for their hard work and their creativity for the many programs that we've done over the years. I want to thank my wife and say hi, honey. She's watching on Facebook, and she's been my rock through the whole thing. So thank you, sweetie. And most of all, I'd like to thank our residents and our viewers, because they're the ones that they help us make this programming. They inspire it, and to do it in Elk Grove Village is, I'm at the top of the food chain, the way I see it. So thank you very much, and I really appreciate everything you've done.
Good job. Ross, you, Scott, Debbie, and your wife,
Yes,
there's some of these to take with you. Put them right on top of here.
I was going to say.
Got it?
I got it.
Okay, thanks again.
All
Ross.
right. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, the part that trustee Frankie and Mr. Knickerbocker like best, let's talk drinking. So, see, thumbs up. Mike, come on down from Microphone Brewery. Microphone Brewery, I'll let Mike explain what they had an event going on, but for several years now, going back at least 5-6 years, except for during COVID time, they put on an event every year, and that event, they raise money for not only their events, but also for charities we get to designate here in Elk Grove. So this year, we picked out two great ones. So Tom, I'll start, and Scott, I'll start with you. Folks, come on down. We'll do yours first. the Park District, your foundation, the Parks Foundation, doing that. So come on down, and then Joe, for the youth scholarships, come on down. That's the other one that they does that. So I'm going to first let Scott or Mike explain exactly what they do and all that before you give out the check. So Mike, why don't you go?
Thank you very much, Mayor. My name is Mike Palin. I'm the owner of Microphone Brewing. I also got my tasting manager, Jimmy, here as well. We started back in 2015, but we got open in 2017. And immediately after talking with the mayor, we found that we had a good common bond between charitable events. So that first year we did the charity event for the VFW elevator.
Yep.
And then we continued on until COVID kind of threw a big wrench in our plans back in 2020, which we had gangbuster sales for tickets that year, and unfortunately had to pull the plug a month before the fest. And we kind of held back off on doing it because the economy was different, consumer behaviors were different, but we knew we wanted to get back to donating back to our community. So we finally got the courage and excitement to do the fest again. It's a big undertaking. It's like planning a wedding, 9 to 10 months of planning out. We're wrangling in brewers and distilleries, meaderies, vendors from all across the world to come to Elk Grove and be a part of it. And a lot of them are donating product, donating their time to be there. And it was a great day. It was August 3rd, so it did not snow like in the year in 2019, I think that was, or 2018. But we definitely went through a lot of ice that day because it was like 96. So it was a crazy fun day, but did absolutely great. We saw about 650 people there, not including all the brewers and guests. So it was a fun day. We had live music. We had 4 different food vendors, a couple different merchandise apparel companies there, a dunk tank to kind of encourage people to donate extra money, and then some great raffle prizes that I'll encourage. And a tattoo booth too, which was, thank you guys for agreeing to let us have that, because that was a very big impact for the tattoo artist. He actually did so well both days that he had enough money to fund his wedding. So he was incredibly excited after that whole weekend. So thank you for that. So it's a big impact all around. We see it from our level, but all the way up and all the way around, that all the people in our community make a difference and get involved in this and feel the impact too. So it's a huge honor for us to do it, and we're excited to be able to donate to these great charities over here.
And Microphone Brewery, if everyone knows, is on Garlish, right off of Higgins there, and they're open all the time. You got more than enough space, go in there, enjoy, try the different beers and everything. It's a great place to hang out and have a lot of fun. So
And we got food now too, remember, after that. So yeah, we got our pizzas and pretzels too. So family friendly, come on down, hang out, have a beer, have a cocktail or soda. We're here to please everybody.
As well. So I want to congratulate you. I'm glad you're back and all this. And so we asked the Parks Foundation and Joe Bush for youth scholarships. Half the money, the total amount there is,
Total amount is $16,875.
so about, yes. So we're going to give $8,400 to the Park Foundation, $8,400 to scholarships. Actually, the Park Foundation, we had promised this to before COVID broke it up. And so we remember we did it with them, so we asked them again if they want to be part of it, which of course they do. And we're glad it worked out well and stuff. So who wants
I'm going to rip this apart.
Wait a second. Who wants to go first? Go ahead. Scott, go ahead and explain a little bit about Foundation, what you're doing.
And I'll hold the check up too. So I'm Scott Sachs. I have the honor of serving as the president of the Elk Grove Parks Foundation. So we exist to support parks and recreation in the community. And I'm incredibly grateful. I think I speak for all of us at the Parks Foundation, how grateful we are to Mike and everybody at Microphone for their generosity in supporting not just our programs, but programs throughout the community. For us, this will go towards all of our scholarship programs. So we do scholarships every year for outbound high school students going into college, as well as scholarships for those needing assistance for Park District programs, whether those are youth programs like camps and youth programs, sports programs, senior programs, and everything in between. So this money will be very well used by the district and or by the foundation. We appreciate again your generosity, and thank you for considering us. So thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks again.
And next, Joe,
Nice to see you.
for the scholarships.
Thank you. Just adding on to Scott, we use this money for scholarships for students that live in Elk Grove, Conant, St. Viator, Elk Grove High School, and this year, along with the Park District, we handed out 7 $1,000 scholarships, which everyone was very grateful for. So thank you very much. That it makes a huge difference to the students that are heading off to college. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Well, before we got Chuck, let's go on down here and get a picture of us together. Thank you. Yeah, of course, by all means. Here, why don't we do right here? That's good. Joe, come on out. Mike here, you guys in the middle. You guys here. You're the money people. Good job, guys. Here you go. Before you go. Come here. Hang on. Here you go, 2 hands for you. You're good? Okay, yeah. Mike, here you go. There you go. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, buddy. Everyone else get some here. Come here, guys. Tom, there you go, buddy. Hang on, Scott. Pardon?
Oh, yeah, don't worry, I'll be
Thanks.
talking about your beer.
Okay. Oh, good? Good? Okay.
You know what I just noticed, Nate?
Huh?
We just won again.
Why?
We won this morning, we got this morning.
We can't help but win.
No, we can't help from winning.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting kind of, you know what though? I'm getting kind of tired of winning so much. Yeah. People are going to come up to me soon and say, Craig, please, quit winning. We can't take it
People
anymore.
go, Craig, please. Yeah.
Okay, that concludes the mayor's report. It's only 7:27. Trustee Bush.
So,
Trustee's report.
Oh, trustee, just happy 12th birthday to my son Michael today. That concludes my report.
Okay, Trustee Miller.
So just a real quick, free dental day. I don't know if you had talked about that earlier, but we have a dentist in town, Dr. Holman, who has done this practice of giving free dental service for, I think, 7 or 8 years now. And this is going to take place on Friday, September 27th, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And this is on a first-come, first-served basis. Adults 18 years and older. It's designed to help those with a pressing issue who do not necessarily have regular dental care. So if you are interested, you need to contact Dr. Holman, and there is I think there's something in our village newsletter as well, and at the village. So that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Frankie.
okay, I don't sound as good with the microphone as you do for some reason. Yeah, it does. I would like to talk about Oktoberfest, as we all just talked about, parade. September 20th, it's from 6 to 11 p.m. in Rotary Green over by the high school. And then on Saturday, right after the parade, you can follow the parade right into Oktoberfest from 3 to 11. We'll have plenty of kids events Saturday. It's a family-friendly party, basically, for Oktoberfest for everyone. You can buy discount tickets now up until the 17th of September. If you buy 8, you get 10, so you're getting 20% free if you buy ahead of time. If you come and buy at the door, it's $1 a ticket. So if you plan on coming, buy at least some of your tickets online so you can save some money. We'll have plenty of, like I said, children's activities. Those are from 3 to 7 p.m. We have inflatables, face painting, tattoo, not the kind of tattoos they were talking about, but glitter tattoos. If you'd like to find out about the menu in your newsletter that you'll be getting, it shows the QR codes that you can just scan. I'm terrible with phones, so I don't even know if I could do it, but it'll tell you the menus and how many tickets everything costs, so you can plan ahead of time. But every year we have a better, bigger party, and hopefully the weather holds off and we do the parade and the Oktoberfest. So come on out and enjoy, have a good time. You also should have gotten a postcard in the mail from the village, and that has the QR codes on it also. So you can also check the village website. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Putnam.
Thank you. Just a reminder that we still have the summer farmers market going on every Saturday in the Village Square parking lot from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. till the end of October. Entertainment and special events there's always something going on every week. Here's a save the date for October 5th at 11 a.m. The Farmers Market Pet Parade. Bring your pet in their most pretty, creative, scary, and best in show costumes. And there will be awards, there'll be trophies given, a chance to win first, second, or third place in these categories. And I think every pet gets a trophy in this. So try and make one of those farmers market dates and support our community. Also a reminder that this Friday and Saturday, September 13th and Saturday, September 14th, the Elk Grove Senior Center is having their fall rummage sale. At the Sheila Ray Adult Center, that's also known as the Hattendorf Center, Friday and Saturday this week from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. All the proceeds benefit the Sheila Ray Adult Center. And last but not least, I am honored to have been asked to be the Grand Marshal at the parade, so now I'm encouraging you all to come watch me in the parade. Oh, and everybody else too. And that will be Saturday, September 21st at 2 p.m. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Schmidt?
Yes, I have several things. On the 23rd, we attended, the mayor and several of us attended the ribbon cutting at the Jaros Ideal Bakery facility on Pratt Boulevard. That was very interesting. I also attended with the mayor and several trustees at the ABMC, what do you call it, the Neurological Center, their expansion over there. And you know what? I have to say, we are so fortunate to have a facility like Election Brothers in our community. We heard several speeches there about all the good things that are going on at Election Brothers, and we are just very fortunate to have a Class A hospital like that right in our own community. Yes. Also attended with the mayor and several trustees, the 50th anniversary of the Grecian Delight. That was very, very well done. And last week I attended the JAWA meeting, and I know our contract with Chicago expires in 2032, but we're starting discussions to talk about if we should change our water source and that. So we got time to talk about that. We just started the initial phases of that. So we're going to be looking at it over the next several years. Also, last night, myself and Trustee Miller and Trustee Prochnow, we attended our Sister City Student Exchange Program. We're going to have a student exchange here in October. We have about 12 students coming here from Italy, from our sister city, and the parents and the students from Elk Grove High School are very excited, so we're looking for a very wonderful time again this year. This is our 11th exchange, and in addition to the students coming over, we're also going to have some doctors coming over here from Sicily to do an exchange with doctors at Election Brothers. So we're going to be quite busy that second week of October. And finally, I'd just like to remind everybody that tomorrow is the 23rd anniversary of 9/11. It seems like it happened a long time ago. In fact, I was teaching at Harper today. None of my students were alive when 9/11 occurred. That's how far away it's been. So I spent some time talking to them today about what it was like to be here on 9/11, what happened, and how this country reacted to it, and it was just reminded everybody to just think about that tomorrow. Over 3,000 lives were lost in a matter of minutes, and when we were attacked on 9/11 of 2001. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Jerish?
This evening, I'd just like to remind everybody that PADS will be beginning in October. October 6th is the first Sunday that begins at Christus Lutheran Church. We're still looking for volunteers from the community, and if you're interested in serving, you can reach out to Ann DiBartolo at Christus Victor Lutheran Church. That also will be in the newsletter. And then just to piggyback on the whole Alexian Brothers Ascension, they are sponsoring 2 days in October flu vaccine clinics, and these will be hosted at the Elk Grove Township at 600 Landmeyer. So Friday, October 18th from 11 to 1, and Friday, November 1st from 11 to 1. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. We move on to accounts payable warrant, August 31st, 2024.
I move that we approve the accounts payable warrant for August 31st, 2024 in the amount of $8,071,007.91.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion by Trustee Prochnow, second by Trustee Miller. Jen, can you call the roll?
Trustee Jerish?
Aye.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. We have our accounts payable warrant, September 10th, 2024.
I move that we approve the accounts payable warrant for September 10th, 2024 in the amount of $563,687.52.
We have a motion by trustee Prochnow, second by
Second.
trustee Jerish. And without objection, record the votes, please demonstrate 6-0. Move on to the consent agenda, which I think is one of the biggest, thickest. Mr. Rob, I don't know if you're going to read all these pages or not, but it's like War and Peace. We have items A as in Albuquerque through FF, firefighter. Frankie Fest.
Oh, geez.
Sorry, Rich. Frankie Fest beats you. Perfect timing.
Firefighter.
Georgia, nice going. Good job. Okay.
That's going in the minutes, isn't it?
I first need to ask for a motion that also excludes item EE for a separate vote. So it's A through FF with EE taken off. Can I have a
So
motion?
moved.
Second?
We have trustee Frankie motion, second by trustee Miller. Anybody in the audience on the consent agenda? Okay, seeing none, hearing none, without objection, as previously demonstrated, it passes 6-0. Now we have to act on item EE.
5-0, but.
6-0 on this. We took EE out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we're
Sorry,
fine.
thank you.
Okay, now, item EE. I need a motion.
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion by trustee Frankie, second by trustee Miller. This one, I know trustee Jerish has to exclude herself from the vote. It's tied to the sale of Wingspan at the old shopping area where her former bakery was located. So, Jen, can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
What?
Aye.
Aye.
You okay?
No.
And Trustee Jerish?
Abstain.
Motion passes 5-0-1. I thought I had it all right. I did good. Okay, we now move on to regular agenda. There's no items. Plan Commission, Mr. Roan.
I have no items under Plan Commission.
Zoning Board.
I believe I have no items under Zoning Board.
Okay, move on. Recycling Waste Committee, Trustee Frankie.
Quickly, I just want to say that we're going to start leaf collection on September 30th. Also in your newsletter, you'll be getting the map that you always get and tell you what section of town is going to be picked up. Again, this year, we're going to pick up once a week instead of every other week. It worked out great last year, so we're going to do that. We ask that you don't put the leaves in the street until after 3 o'clock the day before. Also, if it looks like rain or something, put them in there, but move them away from the curb just so the water can flow down and it doesn't take the leaves into the sewer. But I'll talk more about it at next meeting, but you can't put grass clippings in there, you can't put tree branches, things like that. Don't put bags or anything, just put the leaves in the street and we'll come and pick them up. But it worked out very good last year, picking them up once a week. So, again, we'll talk about it later on in the season. And last pickup will be November 27th.
The Thanksgiving week, with the Thursday, Friday being moved up.
But also, yeah, and then on the village newsletter, we also tell you what to do on Thanksgiving week, to say what pickup, so.
And again, folks, we're one of the last towns
Oh.
that still does this. My fellow mayors always laugh, especially Mayor McLeod of Hoffman Estates. He goes, I can't believe you guys still do that. I said, yes, we do, because it's very popular, very well received.
Yeah.
But it's not easy. Kobe, it's a lot of work on your guys, and they do a phenomenal job. So, folks, take advantage of it as long as we have it. May not last forever, but
No.
it's something that's very good and very done. It's not cheap to work either, is it? No. So, okay, Judiciary Planning and Zoning Committee, Trustee Prochnow.
No report.
Capital Improvements Committee, Trustee Schmidt.
I believe all our projects are done, so there's no report.
Okay, great job this year too, getting the roads all done and everything. Turned out, what a difference from last year. Nice job. Information was very valuably put out. Cable Television Committee, Trustee Jerish.
Just some quick programming notes coming up this Friday. You can watch live football from our high school. We're playing Niles West at 7:30. On Saturday, there's a replay of the girls' flag football game against friend. And yes, EG High School has a girls' flag football team. I encourage you to watch it. It's great. Tuesday will be boys soccer, and Saturday the 21st. Now, we want you to come and watch the parade live. That's the best way to see it and the only way to get candy. But if you cannot make it, you can watch it live on EGTV. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Youth Committee, Trustee Bush.
Youth Committee paired with Recycling Committee, and the Rotary is having a jean recycling event this Saturday at 9 a.m. to noon at Elk Grove High School. If you have old jeans of any sort in any condition, you can bring it to the front of the school on Elk Grove Boulevard, drop them off in the Circle Drive, we'll take them and we'll pack them up and send them away to be recycled. That concludes
I
my
have one question for you. There are jeans basically that aren't blue jeans. You
Bring them
take
all.
that?
Yep.
Bring
Any sort of denim. Yep.
Any type. Very good.
Any denim.
Thank you.
You probably got like an old jacket from high school that you're gonna let go finally.
I won't. I won't let go
Okay.
of that stuff.
All right. That concludes my
I've got
report.
some stuff that's ripped.
Okay, Information Committee, Trustee Miller.
Thank you. The Police Department is hosting their Citizens Police Academy for community members. You can register up until September 27th. This is a free 8-week program to anyone who is 18 or older and lives or works in Elk Grove Village. It's held on Wednesday nights starting October 2nd, so please look at that. We've been talking about the newsletter. You will be getting your newsletter in that information as well as on the Elk Grove Village website. Staying with police, meet our police officers on National Coffee with a Cop Day. How cool is that? You get a complimentary cup of coffee and get to talk to the police officers. That is Wednesday, October 2nd from 7 to 9 a.m. at the McDonald's on 947 Meacham. And then Elk Grove Village Fire Department is having Fire Prevention Week open house right here at 101 Biesterfield. That's taking place from 12 to 3 p.m. The theme for Fire Prevention Week is smoke alarms. Make sure they work for you. And families can enjoy hands-on activities, safety demos, and explore the fire trucks. Finally, in the newsletter, you'll also see the Halloween house decorating contest. That's hosted by the Leo and Lions Clubs. Contact Lion Barbara at Comcast.net if you're interested to have your house or apartment or condo entered. Those entries must be received by October 16th. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Business Leaders Forum, Trustee Schmidt.
Yes, last week, Trustee DeRose, Trustee Miller, and I visited the KLM2 company over on Bussey Road. It's a company that sells tools to the public and to businesses. They have offices in not only in Elk Grove Village, but in Detroit, Los Angeles. They cover the entire United States out of those 3 offices, and they have offices in Canada. So they're another international company. And Sue Dees was also with us from our economic department, and there'll be an upcoming article about this visit in one of our newsletters in the Villager in a future edition. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Health and Community Services, Trustee Patno.
Yes, thank you. I'd like to remind you of the upcoming blood drive on Saturday, September 14th, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Room E here at Village Hall. Residents can make an appointment by calling 877-258-4825 or visiting us on our website, www.vitalant.org. More information can be found at www.elkgrove.org/blood drive. Walk-ins are always welcome, and please remember, every donation saves 3 lives. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Schmidt, Personnel Committee.
No report.
Airport, no report. Parade Committee already discussed. No Midsummer Concert Classic Series yet. Special events come up. Trustee Frankie Fest. No Liquor Commission report. Village report from Village Manager.
No report.
Report from Village Clerk.
Elk Grove is our early voting site. The hours are, or the dates are October 21st through November 4th, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and on Sunday from 10 to 4.
Thank you. No, nothing left under the attorney. Any new business items trustees have tonight? None? Anybody in the audience wish to address us tonight? Okay, we want to keep our promises to the public. Oh.
I was going to say, I think we had a zoning variance.
I'm sorry, what did she say?
Zoning variance.
Zoning?
Hang on.
Consent agenda. Oh, so they are. Okay, so.
Was that from before? Did we approve it last meeting?
Not approved last.
We went to the zoning board of appeals last month.
What's the address? What's the address?
What's the address?
What's the address?
Oh, that's in Bay, or 9. 9B.
9B. I don't have minutes.
That's
on it.
actually going to be taking place next meeting.
Well, first off, folks, I apologize you came. Were you given notice to be here tonight?
We were on the agenda.
And they told us to be here tonight.
They said they had a hearing on August 22nd.
It's on her, but it's not for, we didn't get any of the minutes of the meeting.
You didn't get the finding of fact yet?
From August?
Yesterday.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. How was it passed? Unanimous?
We had a 5-6.
Pardon?
6 to 1, I think.
6 to 1?
Something like that, yeah.
Folks, we'll get back to you. What I'm going to do is, if it passed by a supermajority, I'm not going to require you to come next meeting. I apologize any mix-up that should have occurred. What should have happened was you should have gotten notice that you had the hearing. Someone should have told you, we'll notify you what meeting to attend. But you said you were told to come to this meeting?
Correct.
I will find out what happened. I personally take responsibility. I apologize for a mix-up. It won't ever happen again, I promise you that. So I apologize that happened. If it's a supermajority, 6-1 vote, like you say, you will not need to come to the next meeting. We'll supersede that part. I apologize for that. With that kind of majority, I doubt, I can't answer yet till we get the finding of fact, but I doubt there's going to be any objections anyways. But I will make sure we check. Do you remember it, Scott? 6-1. Okay, so, yeah, it should not be a problem for you. So I do apologize for the mix-up. I take responsibility, and I'll make sure it never happens again. So I thank you for going through the process. I apologize you came tonight, and we'll get taken care of, but we will notify you exactly what's happening.
It was like 4 weeks ago.
Okay, thank you. Anything?
Do the ordinance?
Huh?
You want me to do the ordinance for the next meeting, so you'll have it?
Well, it doesn't matter, if they don't have to be here. If we
No,
go ahead and
no.
give the okay,
Yeah.
you can still do it afterwards. They're not gonna have to come. No, that'll be fine. We gotta follow regular procedure. So, what was the work for, sir?
Fence variance.
Do you wanna get started on that fence?
Yeah, it's scheduled to get put in next week.
Okay, go ahead and put it in. You got our permission. Just work with Jared's community development. He'll get you the permit and everything. But you may go ahead and do it and put in. Go ahead and. Does the board agree to have George make the necessary
Yes.
ordinance?
Yes.
No
Okay.
one's against it.
We'll go ahead and
so
get the
ahead.
ordinance. We'll get the ordinance approved. You don't have to come back. It'll be approved by us. You don't need to return, but you can go ahead and get your fence done next week. I apologize again for the mix-up, misunderstanding. That shouldn't have happened. And won't happen again, I promise you that. So, thank you.
Not that you'll
Anything
come back
else?
again.
Any folks here for? We're good?
They just want to see it live.
They saw you on TV and now they want live.
Oh, they want selfies and autographs.
Right.
They want
out
you,
the back door for
before all you folks leave, I got a treat for you, so don't leave. We're almost done.
Treats for you.
Okay, anything else? Anybody else today? We want to get done in time. I know people are waiting.
They want to do the
I need a
fence.
motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by trustee Miller, second by trustee Schmidt. Jen, call the roll.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Jerish?
That's my
Aye.
real voice.
Trustee Miller.
You stole my pen.
Motion to adjourn past 6:00. Folks, have a good evening. Folks, I'll be right out there. Meeting adjourned.